Good afternoon. Roman Nose Lakes. This will be something new for us to try. It's a couple-hour drive up here from Sandpoint, and we are way up in the mountains. Probably 7,000 foot elevation would be my guess, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look it up and post it right here. We got just like a 100-yard walk from the parking lot up to the lake here, and carry all our gear in and then see what's hiding underneath of all the water up there. Should be fun to dive in an alpine lake. I don't know anybody who's done that.
Beautiful lake, rather smoky.
This is the lower of the three lakes.
It's been a solid 10 months since we last were underwater. So we were hoping this would be a good reintroduction swim for us.
But not really sure what we were going to find under one of these alpine lakes. Expecting that the water is probably going to be cold. Turns out, not so cold.
Look how shallow that is. And just one fish.
The water is a lot clearer than it is in Lake Coeur d'Alene or Lake Pend Oreille. The alpine lakes have some perks.
There's almost no water movement, so everything just settles and never moves again.
This would be a great dive for some beginners.
Since it never gets more than, what was it, 13 feet deep?
Yeah.
Great visibility because it's always so bright. There's some fun boulders and fallen logs down in there, but unfortunately not very much in the way of aquatic life.
It's a tough place to live.
Especially with the number of fishermen that are coming up here.
Yeah, there's trout, but the biggest trout we saw was maybe 8 inches long. And there were a dozen people with fishing poles there. I didn't see anybody catch anything.
And you can see from Matt just waving his hand, there was a solid 6 to 8 inches of fluffy fluff.
Silt. It was probably even deeper than that. Who knows how deep it really goes out in the middle of the lake.
Yeah. Every once in a while we would reach down there and never really found the bottom.
With as steep as the mountain is coming down to the edge of the lake, I was really expecting that the lake would be pretty deep, at least on the rock slide side. But
Nope.
Not the case. We made it to the far side of the lake. This is the west side of the lake where the rock slide's coming down.
We weren't sure how far we would get. It's not a very big lake, but a lot of the times you get underwater and everything moves so slowly. You get to your turn point and you're like, wow, we made it half as far as we were hoping to.
Ooh, what did you find?
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's a snowmobile windshield.
And some lovely
Icky goo.
algae goo stuff.
Ooh, what is this? What is it? Polaris! It's more snowmobile!
And a whole bunch of icky goo. I think Matt was just trying to make a mess right there.
Yeah,
I had to grab it and swim away so we could actually see it.
It was actually a little bit heavier than I was expecting, and trying to lift it with one hand while holding the GoPro was a little more challenging. So that was like a plastic fairing off of a wrecked snowmobile. Apparently somebody on this is the rim to the snowmobile windshield, I think. So apparently somebody was snowmobiling up here and wrecked or got caught in an avalanche, and parts of their snowmobile ended up down here in the lake. More fairing. And this is a handle from a snow shovel from the snowmobile, I'm guessing.
More snowmobile pieces.
Are we going to be able to find like the whole snowmobile down here? That would be really cool to find tracks and an engine and stuff.
Except for those things are heavier. They would sink a little bit more.
And depending on how deep that silt is.
It was helping me paddle. Snow shovel paddling. Hi, fishy.
I don't recognize that kind of trout. It's like spotted, splotted, brown. It's different than I'm used to.
So this is the wrong angle, but right then that fish was swimming back towards me a lot.
Is this more snowmobile? Is this like an orange flag for visibility? Not quite. Like a little orange hinge thing for a flag? I don't know. You fishy fishy.
We literally videoed every single fish we saw. There were very few fish in this lake. Yes, a beer bottle.
And a Kit Kat bar. Break me off a piece of that.
Kit Kat bar.
Break me off a piece of that fireball. Yeah.
The trash part of it isn't yeah.
Yeah, we don't like trash, but unless you're actually going with the intent of picking up all the trash and bringing a bag, you can't even hope to collect it all, even in a lake like this.
Back to the beginning.
Amy's searching for her BCD inflator valve there.
There's a lot of things hanging off your chest.
More garbage.
I got leeches. Leeches.
Well, that's it for this dive. We recommend that you come up and give it a try. It was a fun one.
Nice and warm.
It has been like one of the hottest years on record ever, though, so that may be part of it.